I don't know if this is going to work or not. The signal kind of sucks, but we'll find out. There's notifications. There's Steve forgetting to silence his phone again. Let's do that real quick. First, you are first, Cluster Trucker. You are first. We're having a long day like I anticipated, and I anticipate another day like this tomorrow. Except tomorrow it's going to hurt if we don't get loaded or unloaded at time. Yeah, we'll get some people in here. We'll do some shout outs. I could be like another YouTuber and was like, we only got 3 people in here and griped about it for 20 minutes. We could do that if you want. Pale Rider, if you're in here, you know who I'm talking about. So, there's 15 people. That's good enough to talk. That's good enough to satisfy my narcissistic needs. Oh, 14. Okay, never mind. So we got TJ Jones. We got Cluster Trucker. Cluster, didn't you used to do videos? Don't you have your own authority? Anthony T, what's up? Gary, I'm not butchering your last name. Big Houston. Charles Brandt. Yes, well, I mean, define working. Am I away from the house? No. I'm at a place where they are infamous for long unload times. And I knew that coming in because it's a Saturday and it paid pretty good. So, you know, got a pretty good daily rate out of it. And then the load I pick up tomorrow is even better on the surface. But the reality is it's not. Well, why isn't it? Well, because well, I'll demonstrate that. So if you guys did share this out, are we buffering? What's going on here? Once upon a time in YouTube trucking. Well, who's that? Something, hello? Who is that? If we get a phone call, then we gotta end the live feed. So, dang trolls. Let's do this though. Let's get some light on this. But let's see who this is here. Trucking Spot Market, Entertainment, Trucking Vlogs, Truckers on YouTube, Once Upon a Time, and YouTube Trucking. I'd like to know who that is. So, anyways, you know how to hashtag, that's for sure. I hate long unloading and loading times. Charles Brand, I hear you. Yo, man, just stopped in to say, hey, got to get the kids to bed. Well, you and the kids, I hope you and the family are having a good weekend. Yeah, we are buffering. You think they want to get trucks in and out so they can sit around? Well, here's the thing. I know the customer, and I know that they'll let you spend the night here, which, you know, I'm fully prepared to do. I got dinner cooking right now. I started dinner a little bit late because I thought they'd have me unloaded in at least 3 hours because it's only half a trailer. If I find that if you're at a big box warehouse or a grocery warehouse and you have mixed product, you're going to be there a while. The advantage is there's no lumper fees here. So, does the second load pay well, but number-wise it wasn't very profitable, Anthony T? It depends. The thing with the second load, and I'm glad you got me back on track, is that the customer where I'm picking up, the loads are heavy. It has 2 PO numbers, and only 1 PO number was on the Click and Go app. So I thought it was a lighter load, therefore not thinking it was the customer that I feared. And why do I fear the customer? Because they have been known to take long times to load. Because at Schneider, I was able to run in, that's right. Now, here's the kicker. If they take 5 or 6 or 8 hours to load, it will not make Monday morning delivery in Arkansas. And if it doesn't make delivery in Arkansas at the big warehouse, big box store warehouse, it has to be rescheduled. So if that reschedule is 1 or it's not, then we'll be okay. You're buzzing on Corona and margaritas, Trucker's Table. Awesome. You just got parked in Mount Vernon, says Pale Rider. You think they want, I already read that. No, listen, Pennsylvania, right? I think I've been there. Pennsylvania or Ohio. So, now the other profit issue with the next load, and I didn't think of this. If you overthink things, it can kind of keep you from making money. Is I'm going to burn more fuel. It's a heavy load, and it's going up and down I-49 there between Fayetteville and I-40. That's my favorite spot to drive when you're light. Beautiful country, especially this time of year with the trees turning colors. However, it's not so much fun when you're heavy. So, but the deadhead on this load is literally 5 miles, and that's the one goal I accomplished this week, was that my deadhead has been down to less than, well, let's see, 15 miles. So Rick Jones says, I passed my CDL exam on Wednesday. Congratulations, Rick. Now the hard part begins. So, hilly and slow when heavy through there, right? Now, it almost is annoying light, because then, it's not, they don't have lanes for slow trucks. So if you're empty and you're behind a heavy truck, that stretch of Arkansas, there's a lot of traffic, so there's no getting in that left lane. It's tough. So if you lose your momentum, you're stuck behind the slow truck anyways. I'm here to save the trucking community on YouTube. Well, that's awesome. Once upon a time in YouTube trucking. What aspect do you think needs to be saved? Do you want less drama? Do you want more excitement? Do you want... How do you feel the trucking YouTube universe needs to be saved? Are you speaking from a religious standpoint? It is amazing that I'm doing a live feed. That is definitely some sarcasm there, because I can't shut up sometimes. We've got 27 people in here, so that's awesome. That definitely fades this narcissism, right? But oh, I did have, like, what do I need to talk about? I wrote some stuff down, right? Tip number 1 for you new CDL holders: get used to having a notebook in your hand. You can write stuff down. Okay, so a friend of mine told me about the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it's really changed a lot of things mentally for me. And so this is a participation thing. I want you guys to leave in the comments other books that you think that will benefit me. Audiobooks, links to audiobooks. I don't know, maybe not links, but titles. Kevin, don't say that. And I want you to be honest. If you think, well, Steve, you're a dumbass, So I'm gonna give you this title of this book, that how to not to be a dumbass, right? I mean, stuff like that. And because there you go, there it is. Hold on. Hello. Okay, will do. Thank you. If you guys want to continue this live feed, you can either hold on a minute here, or I can come back. Your channel is a safe zone and has been graded an A-. I have begun the cleansing of the negativity, as you have seen already. I will leave it at that, and the next week's changes are coming. Well, thank you, Once Upon a Time. I'm glad I made the good score there. I appreciate that. So, we'll wait a little bit. We'll wait a little bit, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not out of hours per se, but there's no point in leaving right now. Save me some 30 miles. But if my trailer's ready, I don't know where they put it. So that'll be interesting. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So let's see here. Anthony, you said something. Yeah, when going home from Arkansas, I has always hit 49 to 40 and take 412 in the Fayetteville. Hello, Snowlord. Wow. Okay, you already read that. But got down to 32, Anthony. Yeah, I got down to 32 where I was at too. Fall is definitely here. I'm wearing pants. I did it for the first time tonight. Hate when I lose the trailer. Did you lose? Oh, I lost the trailer. Yeah, I'm looking at a trailer across the way, but I don't know if that's mine or not. I don't think it is. It's kind of weird watching a yard dog pull your trailer, because you're like, don't hurt it. So it's like watching your children. A good book to read is Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. I did have, that's a good point. Larry Soma. This Cronus for me, awesome. I'm glad. I think Les was talking about me, because I just said I lost. I don't know where my trailer is. So, I'm sure when I go in there, they'll tell me the letter code of where it's at. So, I'm glad you're not driving, and I'm also glad that you're not admitting driving while having a beer. So there's that. Pale Rider TV, stay the course. Your channel as well. It's rated a safe zone and a grade of A-. Awesome. The Hool is in the house. Shut up. Exits. And there's a book called Guitar Zen. That's a good book, but that's more about guitar playing than. But hola, Senior Snowlord. Happy face. But yeah, Les Ratman was talking about me losing my trailer. Now it's strange, they're parking the empty trailers over there, and there's one sitting over there that looks like, I don't think it's mine though. It's hard to tell in the dark. I'll have to walk over there. I would walk over there live, but then you would know what customer I'm at. So I'm still amazed at how clear the feeds are with the new phone. Well, thank you, Ratman. It's a little dark, because if I shine a light, check it out. It's really dark to me, but I don't know how dark it is to you. Well, I guess I could look. Starlord lost his trailer too. Mercy, putting AP on Starlord's trailer. Definitely need the money. I got some maintenance coming up with the truck, and the pre-winter maintenance. I didn't expect winter to hit already, but can I drive your new truck, Ratman, when I'm sober, of course? Oh yeah, let's talk about that for a second, Ratman. You love. Oh, there's my trailer. Bye, trailer. There it is. I found my trailer. It just drove right in front of me. And I hope they weren't kidding when they said I could spend the night here. So But the truck next to me has got his curtains drawn, so another winter is here in Minnesota. No, Sean, I'm not. At least Snowler didn't lose the trailer to US 69, right? I've lost other parts to US 69 though, so I can't talk. Oh, we were talking about the adaptive cruise. You're gonna like that adaptive cruise until someone forces that truck beyond your control to slam on the brakes, especially with flatbed stuff. So maintenance put it on Roscoe's tab. No, have you seen his trailer? So kudos to him. Once upon a time. That once upon a time guys crack me up. But anyway, I'm doing a lot of I'm kind of scrambled. I did have something else I wanted to talk about, but that was the main one. I wanted to, whatever you guys feel my weaknesses are, send me a link, or not a link, but a book title, and I'll look it up and I'll educate myself. So, Ralph Floto, what's up? You can guess all you want, Sean, but I will not indicate which customer I am at the present moment. But customer I'm going to tomorrow, it will be interesting. But then the routing to the delivery tomorrow is going to be interesting too. And I foresee myself spending some money, extra money on fuel and extra money on parking, which will decrease the net a little bit. So it also has collision mitigation. Slams the brake and the windshield flashes red, so you crap your pants at the same time. Ah, yes. Welcome to our world. Welcome to my world. I don't know. Use it, mind your business. Big road, little truck. What's up? Yeah. Collision mitigation, and here's the other thing about that adaptive cruise. You're sitting there like, la 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 la, I'm happy, I'm listening to music, and then you feel yourself like you're like, I feel like I'm going slow. Next thing you know, you're behind prime, right? You're doing 61 miles an hour, even though your cruise is set at 65. You didn't realize it because the truck just kind of crept up on there and just hung out there for a minute, you know, and you didn't realize it. Next thing you know, you gotta like go up to 70 and get around the guy. So it's gonna be 6 inches taller in that seat after Ratman, right? Mine goes into parking mode and tells me not to hit the Jersey barriers. I start orientation November 4th at Warner Enterprises. They're putting me on a TCU Dollar General account. Rick Jones, number one, Warner gets a lot of flack. Expect that, okay? Number two, Anthony Blackbeard was once at Warner, so there's that, you know, so he's a good dude. That Dollar General stuff, you will really get your backing skills down on that stuff. And you're going to go down some tight roads, that's for sure. And you're going to work your butt off, but I've heard that those accounts make more money than the standard dry van back and forth plant A to B, so. That prime driver must be truck or jukebox. He only goes to 560 all the time, LOL. Where is Wally? Where is man? But congratulations on the orientation. So, but now Ratman Roden has an interesting perspective on his channel and will do well growing in the future. Keep on keeping on. Awesome. He does have a good channel. I definitely agree with that. But anyways, this is the weekend live. And, you know, I've been doing a lot of, well, this last year's been kind of different for me, I guess. The weight loss and the mental clarity I'm experiencing, I guess. I showed a friend of mine my numbers, and he's like, we got to get your numbers up there. And I'm like, you know what? I agree. So let's do that. So I'm glad to have people want to help me improve myself, because sometimes you need an outside perspective to say, well, you know, if you just did this, maybe you would do that. You know, maybe if you increase this, then it'll increase that, and that kind of thing. And it's great to surround yourself with friends that are willing to do that. Have you ever had a margarita and Corona at the same meal with fresh guacamole? Yes, actually I have. I started with Werner, did 2 years, and ate all that. Get your start, right? I'll hop in the kitchen and get some more beer. It's the amazing. The Spectre. You forgot to call it. I know. I'm sorry, Spectre. You know, continue your weekend lives and morning coffee vlogs. You are a positive coffee thought in a while. So maybe I'll have one tomorrow. So I appreciate the positive comments there once upon a time in YouTube trucking. Yeah, I know. I try and only do when I'm inspired. And sometimes, like, the last one I did was live, and I had too much to say at once, and I should have made that into like 8 videos, right? Sappound J, what's up? I don't know. I don't want to put it out there I'm the smartest dude ever, because I'm not. I'm definitely not. Pigtail, what's up? I think I saw you sneak in here. Provost is late. Late. Please don't do live feeds between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. GMT +1 time zone. I'll do what I want, Fahul. So yeah, if you guys would put in the comment book titles of things that you think that would help me in increasing mental awareness, spiritual awareness, and business awareness, because I would like to improve in all sectors. I think that complacency can be a problem, right? Yeah, I went to Roadmaster in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and they are Werner trucks. I thought I would hate Freightliner, but they actually ran pretty nice. The only Cascadia I've ever driven was a day cab for a day. I know that sounds redundant, but it was a rental to deliver a load when my Kenworth was in the shop. That's the only time. And then the Freightliner I drove in school was an FLD, so 97 classic. Once upon a time, Spectre, I've watched you grow leaps and bounds, and you need to stray away from any negative and stay the course with your positivity. You have a bright future. Provost is late. Take his wrench and put a Duns cap on him for 5 minutes. LOL, just kidding. I wouldn't do that to him. The Hool, you're a sharp dude, Snorlord, just not when Jeffrey asks you math questions during live feed. That is true. I have trouble with math. But we have calculators, so it's okay. But anyways, guys, I think I've only read 2 books in my life. The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury and The Cat in the Hat. The Cat in the Hat. That's great. Especially with someone with no kids. Fahrenheit 451. That's a good book. I can't think of the last time I listened to an audiobook for entertainment value. Oh yeah, I did. It was Pacific Rim. It was the movie adaptation put in audiobook form. And I'm kind of limited on audiobooks because Kenworth puts lame ass radios in their trucks. They MP3 CDs, and most audiobooks are MP3 CDs now. So Snorlord CPAP machine, your face makes me so happy. Well, I'm glad. Snorlord CPAP machine, if it makes you so happy, give me a super chat. So there. No, if I know who that is, don't do that. You need money management. Don't do it. Louis L'Amour. There can only be one CPAP, the one and only super. I don't. The whole. I think you're getting mixed up. You're another interesting channel from tour shop vlogs to trucking vlogs. Keep up the good work. Once upon a time in YouTube trucking, you kind of remind me of Captain Obvious a little bit. Very calm and collective and stating good things. I don't need to read books. I just ask my wife. She knows everything. I'll share a story. So I think it was junior year in high school, and we get to choose a book for a book report. So me being like, oh, I'll pick that science fiction thing, Dune, you know, because it was on the list. And of course, it's like, it's very super thick. I was looking for something thick enough to, it's like, no, I don't want to, it's a thick book. It's like a Shogun, right? And so what I did, start the CPAP machine. You didn't have to do that. Have a shave on me. No, I ain't shaving. No. You take your 20 back. You know, my wife will give you $20 back for me not to shave. So, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I got about through the first 5 chapters and I was bored as hell. I was like, you know what? There is no way I'm finishing this book for this book report. So, now this is before interwebs, and I cheated. Couldn't find Cliff Notes, so I did the next best thing. What do you think the next best thing was? The movie, right? The movie. So I read the first 5 chapters, and I read the last 5 chapters and rented the movie. And to this day, I still can't tell you what the book or what the movie is about. See on the book report, so go figure. Oh man, we get together every night there, Mr. Snowlord CPAP machine. So you only had stone tablets when you were in school? That's not true, Rat Man. I think that you guys had the ink pens that you had the feather and you had to put in. I think you had that at least. Come on, parchment paper, right? So, and then there was another, and I remember this clearly too. In 4th grade, every Monday morning, I had this teacher, and she'd write down 10 vocabulary words on the board. Remember chalkboards? If you're watching this video and you don't know what a chalkboard is, go to bed. Okay, it's bedtime, right? And we had to write them down, and then Friday morning she'd erase the board, and we took a test, and of course, you know, you got 9 right, 90%, 8 right, you know, vice versa. Now I would literally write them down. Paper gets put in my desk, right? Friday morning, I would show up at school, and I would cram like there was no cramming, right? And every week, I got 100%. Except for one, I missed one. I got a 90. Because I didn't write the whole definition down, right? How well do you think my vocabulary is? How good do you think my vocabulary are? Not very good, right? We were waiting for you, nothing witty. Kevin and Ollie, you need to bring back the positive vlogs. You have a good channel. There you go. Slapping erasers to clean them, right, Larry? Right? You use the abacus in elementary school? I will leave you all this with now. This is inspirational quote. Remember, changes in the trucking community of YouTube are coming. Stay positive. Keep on keeping on. Peace. Very nice. Very nice. I bet you can out curse Roscoe. I can. I have, and I will. Oh, that's funny, Ratman. That's funny. Well, you must have done something right, because you're driving a way nicer truck than I own, right? And that's how we judge people, is based off of material items, right? Is that how that works? Oh, and by the way, the GoPro 8 comes out the 15th. And I do believe I'm probably going to get one. But can you out curse Burger? Absolutely not. Somewhere in this truck, I've lost that phone that has an infamous voicemail that will forever be the best voicemail I've ever received. Mr. Berger had to do a 7-piece drop and hook because of the place he was at. And while he was doing it, he called me at the vents. And I have never heard cursing like that before, and I haven't. The best part was at the very end. He said, "Oh, very calmly, call me later if you want." It was fine. You already ordered it? Snarler CPAP's getting creepy. That's funny. Cave, we had you hippie. We had to sit in the snow, kill the bear Wolverine for lunch. Oh man! But Nothing Witty is right. Nothing Witty has heard this particular voicemail and was entertained by the use of the words. Just got Pro 7 Black. They're nice. I looked at one. I figured the price would go down on them because everybody wants to sell the 8, but I'm holding out. Larry, someone remember those. Get in the halls and kiss your goodbye. But the problem with my GoPro now is that, well, I mean, it's not the GoPro, but the buckle is half broken. And I know you can't see that. It was truly a thing. See? Nothing Witty knows the power of this voicemail. It's also blackmail if Burger wants to annoy me. I'll expose them on YouTube. I think we listened to it like 18 times, right? Nothing Witty? But we are almost at, no, we're not nowhere near close an hour. We're not going to do this for an hour. That's just not going to happen. Anybody have any questions, comments? I noticed the only book recommendations I've seen is Cat in the Hat and something else. Did he call to ask what you're wearing? He does that to me too. No, that's creepy. The whole. You're a very strange individual. Your Swedish humor sometimes is hitting airplanes above my head. But I like you, the whole. You're a good dude. Midget girl doing DUI test on live feeding. That is sad. You know, Kevin made a comment in Pale Rider's live feed about Anthony can hang out with us and be on live PD. Well, live PD isn't in Springfield anymore. I guess we got a little too rough. I guess that fatality shooting made him go, you know what, maybe we just need to chill for a minute. My childhood favorite was Where the Red Fern Grows. I think I've read that. Reminds me of that line in the Christmas Story. My father worked in curse words the way artists work with oils. That is true. That is true. Yep. You know, I thought of that too. Very nice. Very nice. Live PD is in Tulsa now. Right. You're getting the double whammy. Are they still in Oklahoma State Troop? 1984 should be required reading. I agree. What do you mean reading? We're living it. This is Big Brother. With Slippery Road soon to be here, super singles or duels? Larry Soma. I used to have super singles and I avoided the winter like the plague. The times that I had to deal with snow, I didn't really notice a difference. People will tell you that there's more surface. So that, I don't know. I don't think it's, if there is a worse or better, I don't think it's by much. I've got duels on now, but there are people that swear by singles. The biggest thing that I hated about having super singles was the cost of the tires. One single costs more than 2 regular size tires. So if you had a blowout, a violent blowout on the road, you're on the shoulder putting triangles out, and you're looking at least $1,500 to $2,000 for a road service call. That is not an exaggeration. If you, most super single tires are around $1,000, $1,100, $1,200. That's another $700 or $800. So one blowout can cost more than any fuel savings that you might have received for those super single tires. Dale Carnegie Pigtail. Yep, that's a good recommendation. Read Nikki Sixx, The Heroin Diaries. I've heard many good things about the Motley Crue book. And I'd like to get the Scott Ian book, but I think the Motley Crue book and the Scott Ian book, I think, would be probably entertaining. I drove in whiteout conditions, never noticed any difference, but of course I didn't drive like a maniac. And you deleted the message. I personally hate super singles because of the cost of super singles and getting a flatter blowout on a super single. You're a dead duck on the road. Right. Probably be at Matt's next year. Hope to see y'all there. Awesome. I had to do a winter training course. Now, Missouri used to have a skid pad. I don't know if they have it anymore. They took it away after the Joplin tornado because they had to put housing on it. But if you go on the YouTube, there are videos of the skid pad. And when I was at Transland, normally they took us to a train the trainers class there at Crowder. They sent me and another guy, and the first thing I asked was temporary housing. But you CFI people, old school CFI people, had to go with the trainer, and you did a week super course at Crowder College, and you got to do that skid pad. And I'm envious because I've only been in a light skid with the truck, but not like a full-blown, holy crap, what do you do? Except that Crowder did have a simulator that we got on, but I don't know, I jackknifed it a couple of times. You're absolutely right. Snarler CPAP machine is getting creepy. They run 3-axle trailers with super singles. Skid pad is mandatory for 4-wheeler license. Oh wow, okay. Don't know about CEO classes as I did mine in the Air Force. Joven, okay, we already read that. So, don't feel bad. Jay Cannell cannot back a trailer in Truck Simulator to save his life. I didn't know they had backing in the Truck Simulator. Truck Simulators are pretty cool. It's like you're playing a video game, but more intense. So. It's not like that video game 18-wheeler, which, by the way, I play a lot when I'm at home. But definitely, it was definitely different. And then the Schneider simulators, everybody's got an orange truck and trailer, so it's kind of fun. And I used to have a skid pad at Green Bay. I would love, if there's a course out there, if there's a, like, you can like pay for a day to get on a skid pad, I would love to do that, because I would love to get into a skid in a controlled environment. So I bet the whole, I mean, I could see why in your guys' world, because of the way you probably see, so, but I'd love to do that as well. I feel like I need to be in that situation and learn from it. You know, and the original intent of the Train the Trainers class was to go through a skid pad, because it was like a 2-day thing. It was cool because I got to rent the company car, or not rent, but borrow the company car to go down the Neo show from Springfield. It was valuable stuff that we learned, but not, you know, there was no skid pad, and that bummed me out. Right, man. Hey, whatever floats your boat, dude. I don't judge. Backing on a simulator is way harder. John, I would agree with that, probably. Here I am agreeing to something I've never done. I remember in high school, we were on these simulators, right? And we were parking the car. And these are like, I think the simulators were from 1973. And had the column shifter, you know, the column shifter. And I remember I was parking, we were steering, and all it was a TV screen, you know, it wasn't interactive, right? You're just sitting there staring. And I looked down, and I was so dumb that I had my foot on the gas, and I was doing like 90 miles an hour later. I'm a former celebrity CPAP. I once graced the face of Homer Simpson. Awesome. But anyways, the replay in this video is going to suck because I could see the circle of death occurring. So we are going to end the video. Thanks for watching another live feed. I think it's important to expand your knowledge and also to expand your perception. You know, sometimes it takes an hour. So Ratman, that's just wrong. That's wrong, Ratman. Bad, Ratman. Bad. So I am choppy. It must be that Swedish phone signal. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend, because all I got is what's in my lunchbox, cooker, some paperwork, and probably a hard day tomorrow. So that'll be my weekend. No Coronas for me. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good night. And yeah, so leave a comment in the comments if you figure out a book that might be a read or a good listen on audio or a podcast. So anyways, guys, take it easy. See you later. Peace.